All throughout the Democratic primary, we heard the South was very, very conservative. Nobody, for example, would vote for a liberal, a progressive in the South. I mean, especially somebody who's running on a somewhat liberal platform. They think that, no, in the South, you've got to be super conservative because everybody in the South is super conservative. Well, apparently they're wrong, as Birmingham had just elected an Our Revolution-backed mayor. Now, this on the picture is Randall Woodfin. Now, he's a 36-year-old former Board of Education president who was endorsed by the Bernie-backed campaign group Our Revolution. Now, he ran against actually a very popular incumbent mayor named William Bell. Now, he was elected back in 2012. Now, a poll released in early August found that 57% of the city's residents thought he was actually doing an excellent or a good job. So, again, he was doing very, very well in the polls. So what the hell happened? Well, according to Z. Jelani, who's been doing a great job of tracking these smaller races for The Intercept, said that Woodfin decided to run on a populist platform. Now, how did that work out for him? Well, he actually defeated Bell in a runoff with 58% of the votes. Like I said, he ran as a populist. He was endorsed by Our Revolution and also had one member of the Bernie Sanders campaign on his staff, helping him out. Not only that, but Woodfin had also had the support of the Working Families Party. In fact, 125 Working Families Party volunteers contacted 22,000 voters by text and phone alone, helping to push Woodfin over the top. According to Joe Dinkin, national spokesperson for the Working Families Party, Randall Woodfin ran on the idea that the people of Birmingham have a right to demand a government that truly works for all of its people, and that a city can provide opportunity and lift those up who've been left behind. Woodfin is part of a wave of local candidates around the nation who are running on bold, transformative, progressive visions and winning. Now, bold progressive, sort of in the case of Woodfin at least. Jelani notes that Woodfin's platform is by itself far from radical in post-2016 Democratic politics. Some of the things that he wants to do is he wants to make community college free for students who graduate from Birmingham's high schools. That's a decent policy. Hey, he wants to expand pre-K, invest in public transit and job training. Now, one thing that I disagree with him on is his plan to boost the city's police forces. Now, okay. I'll get to that in a minute, I guess. Because he has actually a pretty good reason for wanting to boost the police forces, even though I disagree with the policy itself. But look, overall, it's not massively progressive, but it's not really conservative. It's actually kind of middle of the road. But it's the middle of the road populist because he's actually saying that, no, I actually do want to help you with some of these policies, which is not what corporate Democrats do. Corporate Democrats do, all they try to push for is, well, we're going to do business-friendly stuff, and that will help you. Wonderful. Now, it turns out that people actually like it when you run on policies that it might actually help them. Who knew? Now, what's even more interesting of this pairing between the Working Families Party, Our Revolution, and Woodfin is that Woodfin actually backed Hillary Clinton over Bernie Sanders in the primary. So this is Our Revolution reaching out and saying, hey, man, look, we know you supported Hillary. We don't really care. At this point, you're a more progressive mayor than Bell, so we're actually going to support you because we actually care about policy. Now, what's funny is that Sanders backers, a lot of Sanders backers are going, hey, we got this guy, this progressive, elected. What are the Hillary Clinton folks doing? What are they talking about? All they're still saying is, oh, Bernie Sanders and progressives, Our Revolution, you're just trying to destroy the Democratic Party. No, it actually looks like we're helping the Democratic Party win. Because, again, we actually care about policy, and we don't care about just being Team Democrat, okay? Now, again, his policies, like I said, are, for the most part, good policy. I'm iffy on the police part, and but I understand why. And here's his reasons. Birmingham has the 7th highest homicide rate of cities over 100,000 people. He recently lost his nephew during the course of the campaign. So he was shot and killed. Now, the boy's father, Woodfin's older brother, was also killed in a shooting 5 years before that. So I get it. I understand. He's like, well, I think, more police would make us safer. I think we need to get more to the root of crime, which is, I think in a lot of ways, economic inequality is what, and lack of opportunity, which breeds crime. But that's just me. Point is, you're running some decent policies, and guess what? You might actually win. And on the policies like free college, job training, infrastructure, wonderful. That's how you win. Run on it. Now, Woodfin isn't the only person that has actually run in the South and has won. For example, you had Jackson, Mississippi, the state's largest city, recently elected Chokwe Labamba Jr. Now, he is a young populist who has vowed to make Jackson the most radical city on the planet. Not only that, but you have Vincent Fort. Now, he's a former state Senate Democratic whip, and who's also been a longtime foe of Wall Street and the city's Democratic establishment. He's running, and he's being backed by our revolution and by Bernie Sanders himself. And of course, since he's been in the race, he seems to already have an impact. Atlanta recently voted to raise the wages of city workers to $15 an hour and to decriminalize small amounts of marijuana. Those are two issues Fort has actually that are very close to Fort in his campaign. So, should he succeed, you will have the largest cities in Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia be run by populist mayors. And that is what a political revolution looks like. It does not start at the top. It actually starts at the bottom and the local levels. Now, for all the Democratic, corporate Democrats, I should say, in the mainstream media, for all the people who are members of both of those organizations, if you want to sit there and sneer at Bernie Sanders and Our Revolution and Nina Turner, that's fine. But what are they actually doing? Are they actually helping Democrats get elected? No, they're getting their asses handed to them by Trump, while Our Revolution is actually starting to win in the South. So maybe you should get up off your ass, stop sneering, and actually start helping. It's not too late, Democrats. Jump on board, and we might actually show you how to win. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.